Of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for them to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely in midfield. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Mariota now. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Mike 53, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 16, Watson. He's got it to Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards to pick up there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 59!
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
25, check 25, check 25.
On 1st and 10, Watson, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Again, it's Watson. That's caught by Howard. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson got a man open. It's Ross. The end result, 21 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Check. Crunch.
Watson now to throw. And he finds Howard complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
I got him. Check three. Hey, 31.
He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
To throw is Mariota. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cowboys.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Hey. Watch 24.
First down, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Demario Davis on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 7, Watson going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
58, right over there, right? Mike, 58, right there. Quit talking about it and bring it. 58,
a shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Watson on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
They can't hang with us. Slam. 24. He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me. Let's go. 54. Got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Too little, Cupcake. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon, 70 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Falcons 17, Cowboys 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll run here with Mixon. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check 52. Check 4. Check 4. 3. Check. 1. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Big edge. Check 99. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Boyd. 66 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Check. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, D.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Cowboys 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely has time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Right there, 56. Right here.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, he gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 29, Watson. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Come on, baby.
So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within one score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Where are they, team? 3.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They get it to him running left, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6, but now third down. Third and goal, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Intercepted. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here I come. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Cut.
First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
At the 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Here's Watson. That one complete to Elliott. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Watson. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Defense wins championship. 54. Twist.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Back to you. Twist.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.